So the reason I picked this gameplay is because we won. That and the other one where I got a nasty turn on some poor hapless fool didn't actually record. Vonderhaar! But in reality, what I've noticed from playing Black Ops 2, Black Ops and going theatre mode afterwards is by going through each individual in the game and just reviewing what they're running with, their score streaks, things like that, you can actually learn a lot about the individual and the mindset that they enter into when it comes to games like Headquarters, Domination, things like that. Now in this game here, there wasn't really much in the way of communication as to do with roles. I think that might be down to the fact we're playing Headquarters, so it's just capturing a point. But it's weird because even though we didn't say who's doing what specifically, everyone picks a class that has a different playstyle, and it's illustrated in the different points of view in the video, hence why I included everybody's different gameplay. So first up is GST Judas, hence the GST in the top right corner, and you know the initial thing will carry on for different people, you'll get what I mean as the video goes on. And he has a very defensive class setup all about defending an objective. So his main weapon is the FAL, which is a damn beast when it comes to stationary objectives, because from long range that thing can pick off people simple as anything, with or without select fire, and to be honest I'd probably go without select fire. I prefer the whole tapper 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 thing instead of just letting it fly loose and aim up at the sky, because my accuracy is horrible. He's also running double bouncing betties and double shock charges. Shock charges are there by default. Double bouncing betties, he's got the lethal, Danger Close, and that's the one, Danger Close wildcard on, so he gets 2 instead of 1. And that's like a tried and tested way of defending an objective. You throw down a shock charge and a bouncing betty, shock charge stuns them, and it keeps it in range of the bouncing betty, so they can basically blow their face off. If you have a look at his score streaks, you'll see they're very defensive as well. There's a UAV for surveillance, very useful just to see where people are, then he's running Guardian and Sentry Gun. Again, fail safe, you know, you put a sentry gun overlooking one way, put the Guardian behind it, or put the Guardian to the side, you pretty much got a place nice and locked down, you can hold all those points until the headquarters expire, or, you know, hard points, things like that, and then move on to the next one. You can always pick them up and take them with you as well, which is absolutely genius. Next up is Whiskey Delta, WD in the top right corner, and when the match starts, he's out the gates and he's taking out enemies before they advance on the headquarters, even though it's inactive at the time. When the headquarters do become active, he's there sweeping around the outside, taking out any enemies that are advancing on the position. And that leaves it free for everybody else to capture the headquarters. Granted, we're all under a hail of grenades, but at the end of the day, he's there to prevent that from happening. On the flip side though, when the enemy do have the headquarters and we're there to deactivate it, he's there going around taking out the enemy. So again, it's important to have someone up front clearing out the site before everybody runs in and gets mowed down by that one sneaky individual just hiding behind the helicopter, for instance. So it's very important to have somebody in that sweeping role and playing quite aggressively, just taking out enemies. A majority of the gameplay does focus using an MP7 run and gun class, which does help, you know, you get to the enemy, take them out before they even realise it. And that's the whole thing about a sweeping role, you've got to take enemies by surprise. The better the chance you've got of surprising them, the more likely you are going to come out the firefight clean. On the other hand though, he does at one point pick up a sniper rifle, and he is a dab hand with the sniper rifle, so at longer distances while everyone else is approaching on our team towards the headquarters, he's there clearing out the site from a distance, making it a lot safer for when we actually get there. Score streak wise, he's running UAV, Hunter Killer and Care Package, mainly because he hasn't bothered to change them. But there is a silver lining to this, because Hunter Killer in an objective mode does not take many points to acquire. So, you know, once you've captured a flag, defended it once, I think you pretty much got it. If not, you need to get at least 2 kills while defending an objective. So once you've got it, again, that's another way of clearing out a site, because those things are damn lethal. I've seen people getting trips for those things. Next up is Randomly Mikey, who we spent the whole game singing his actions to. Like, literally every move he made, we started singing. It's like, Randomly Mikey, capturing the headquarters. And it carried on for the whole game, which was hilarious. I think it grinded on him a little bit, but to be fair, there's nothing wrong with a bit of grinding. Subtle wink, cheeky nudge. Anyway, in this game, Mikey's kind of new to the whole headquarters thing, and in general Black Ops 2. So he's much more cautious, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because having someone hold back before he advances on a position allows him to survey and take out enemies as they're moving towards the point. Not only that, but having an extra body on the team as well helps in capturing objectives. So pretty much at times he just threw himself on the hard point, speed up the capture time, and aided us in getting the points we needed to win the game. Good times. Now class wise, he's kind of dabbling in all weapons. In this game he uses the Type 25, But again, having a weapon you can count on is perhaps the most important thing. It doesn't have to be one of the upper tier weapons, but if you've got a weapon you feel comfortable with using and it yields you the good results you need, you might as well stick with it, especially in an objective mode. His score streaks are UAV, Lightning Strike and Care Package, so a little bit of everything. And Care Package is a little bit of a ballsy move. Sometimes it pays off, like towards the end of this game he actually gets a Death Machine, which does yield him some pretty decent results as well. But in an objective mode such as Headquarters, where points are coming at you thick and fast, you might as well just equip the score streaks you want instead of relying on chance. There was also I Am Domo Man in there, but unfortunately his connection kind of ballsed up, so there's not much of his footage available, but he was kind of similar to Mikey, another extra body, and it's good to have two people sort of running as backup, so they can support in a sweeping role or a defending role. It's good to have extra people available. But also he was quite useful for taking out UAVs at time too, so it's good having someone on the anti-air job too. I'm not sure if it's such a big deal now with the whole increase in UAV score streak points, but you know, it's still good to have someone about, especially if someone calls in a stealth chopper, things like that. Finally, there's me, and what I do in an objective game is I'm kind of the point man. I go up to an objective and I hold it for as long as I can, just to tell everybody which way the enemy are coming, whether they're going to the actual objective, if they're going to the left or the right, if they're trying to ambush or flank, things like that. And yeah, I'll get taken out a lot of the time. I do run quite negative in some objective games, but at the end of the day, as long as I can communicate back to the rest of the party, let them know where the bad guys are, bad guys, it's like I'm 5 again, then, you know, it makes their job easier getting to the point. When I die, I can pick up the slack, get back to the point again, and pick up the same role. And yeah, I'll cap points too. I'm kind of versatile, I'm like a jack of all trades, but my main job is just awareness more than anything. So my class is very similar to a run and gun class, but what I've done is tinkered with it slightly. So for instance, I've taken out Marathon and put Tactical Mask in, so if anybody was to come towards me, I can actually stand my ground for a little bit until I get back up or successfully take them out and still capture the headquarters when it does come online. Now my score streaks are sort of hit and miss. If someone was a lot better skilled than what I am at the game, they'd get them well easy in an objective game. And my score streaks are all about sort of clearing out a site or preventing people from getting to a site, as well as also helping the team. So I've got Lightning Strike to clear out sites, Stealth Chopper to prevent because people will be distracted trying to take it out, or, you know, Stealth Chopper will just be going ham on them all and taking them all out. And finally, Orbital VSAT for awareness more than anything. It's a lot more reliable than what a UAV is, although you still have to be on your toes because apparently there's some sort of time delay between the red arrows and when they appear on your actual screen, but I think that's a story for another video because this one's gone on long enough. So there you go, that's pretty much all my team broke down. We won the game, like I said, and dominated everyone in sight. But it is worth doing, so definitely go into theatre mode, look at 1 or 2 of your objective games, have a look at what you do, have a look at what your teammates do, and sort of fill in the gap, see what you can do better, or maybe see if there's a better role you can play. Or even, you know, check out the enemy and see what they're doing to counter-attack your team if you lost, and, you know, maybe make some changes to your own playstyle. But in the comments, let me know, what kind of role do you play in objective modes? Are you an aggressive defender? Do you capture points? Do you sweep? But above all else, I better wrap up this video because it's getting goddamn long. So if you watched it all the way through, goddamn, you deserve a cookie. Well done, give yourself a pat on the back. Thanks for watching the gameplay and the commentary. Do consider dropping a like, writing a comment, or hitting that subscribe button. Truly appreciate it, and I shall see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves, people.